Newcastle, your low temperature 3 degrees, 8 degrees in Butler, Pittsburgh. 10 degrees, so very frigid air. Again, 5 degrees even in Indiana, and it's still pretty cold out there. Wind gusts are picking up across the region. Our camera, you can see it shaking, but even 25 degrees, it is feeling like 14, but the record low was 4 degrees below zero, so we didn't break that and we didn't tie that. So we're staying into the mid-20s for a little bit longer. Our temperatures warm up through the night, and that's going to play a big factor in our system that's moving in late tonight and into tomorrow. So right now, we're at 28 in Beaver, 28 in Butler. You'll see a few flurries flying around. We're even seeing a few scattered snow showers for areas well to the north right now, and those are weakening as they move closer. You can see the darker blues for areas towards Cleveland and Newcastle. You'll see a few flakes flying around right now, but most of this, it's staying north of I-80. This is not what's going to be a big deal tomorrow. So we have a winter weather advisory for Clarion Forest, Jefferson, Mercer, Venango County, starting overnight tonight around 1 a.m. and it goes until 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. That's where it's going to stay cold, so mostly all snow through the day tomorrow, and then areas into Garrett County, Maryland, a winter storm watch. That's where significant snowfall amounts are expected. So I'll time it all out for you hour by hour coming up and let you know how much snow you can expect coming up. All right, the day. So right now, we're looking at a few scattered snow showers moving in mainly for areas to the north. So a few flurries flying around for places into Butler County. Newcastle, you're getting just maybe a little bit of a coating out there. So this will stay north of I-80 through this afternoon, and then it's out of here. Now tomorrow, a different story. We have a winter weather advisory. Again, Clarion Forest, Jefferson, Mercer, Venango County. That goes all the way until 10 o'clock tomorrow night. This is where over 2 inches of snow is possible through the day, and then that winter storm watch for Garrett County, Maryland, 3 to 5 inches in those higher elevations. So right now, our temperatures are into the mid-20s. Wind gusts are picking up at 20 miles per hour. So the ground is cold. So late tonight, we start to see things actually warm up. So right now, it's going to be cold through the day, feeling in the teens when you factor in those winds. So 26 Newcastle, 27 in Connellsville. But by the time we get to early tomorrow morning in Pittsburgh, our temperatures are already into the upper 30s. So with that, we're looking at rain through the morning into the afternoon. May have it mix in, but mostly we're just looking at those wet roadways, and then we'll start to see those temperatures fall by tomorrow night back into the mid-30s, below that freezing mark within the precipitation. It is out of here. So let's time this out for you hour by hour. So here's that quick little round we're seeing this afternoon, and that's it for the day. But look tomorrow. So this is overnight. This is 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures, Pittsburgh, into the upper 30s, still just above that freezing mark in Butler. So these are the areas we're not looking at much accumulation, but north, Franklin, Newcastle, right around that freezing mark, that's when we'll start to see a lot of that accumulation through early tomorrow. This is 6 o'clock into Wednesday. So snow expected in those areas if you're traveling there, maybe even northern parts of Butler County as we're staying into those mid-30s. So this is all dependent on the timing and temperature, but we have those winds out of the southwest. That's going to pump in that warmer air. So areas south of Pittsburgh, you're above that freezing mark. You're even in the 40s. So expect to see that wintry mix, some wet roadways. And then once we get to really 11 o'clock and into the afternoon on Wednesday, we'll see that mix continue, mainly just rain, still snow for areas north, and then that'll taper off as those temperatures fall. And then once their temperatures get below that freezing mark, watch for black ice, and then we will be drying out, but that cold air takes over. So 2 to 4 inches expected for those areas under that winter weather advisory, less than 2 inches, maybe not even that for areas south of Pittsburgh, 3 to 5 inches for those areas into the Laurel Highlands. And again, we're not catching a break from these wind gusts, 30, almost 40 mile per hour wind gusts. That means it's going to feel a lot colder than that actual temperature with these strong winds. So by Thursday, upper 20s for our high, low 20s in the morning, wind chills in the teens and single digits. We'll have a few flurries both Thursday, Friday, but pretty much copy and paste. We'll have some snow showers around Saturday, then a potential KDK first alert weather day on Sunday. Very cold with falling temperatures, and snow is a big possibility here. And then we're in the upper 20s with temperatures in the lows, again, about 10 degrees. Avoid that area. Do the best, try your best to do so. Looking at 31 degrees right now, and we started off this morning at 9 degrees, a very, very cold start, but still didn't tie that record low of 4 below. So staying in the low 30s, but feeling in the low 20s when you factor in those wind gusts that have been ramping up all day. 28 Indiana, 25 in Clarion, 32 in South Strabane, and 34 degrees right now in Waynesburg. Wind gusts really pick up overnight and into early tomorrow morning. Gusts at 20 to 30 30 miles per hour, even stronger for areas into the Laurel Highlands and Ridges. So even though a lot of areas are seeing that mix here in Pittsburgh, it's mainly just going to be wet roadways. We'll get a brief period of a wintry mix, maybe even a few snow showers between about 9 and noon, and then it's just going to be rain. Our temperature is above that freezing mark into the upper 30s. So I'll break it all down for you hour by hour and let you know how much snow some areas could pick up in just a little bit.